In this video, we are going to talk about the top 10 money mistakes to avoid at all costs. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. The truth is that maintaining wealth is much more difficult than acquiring it. It's not unusual to see wealthy individuals who acquire their riches through inheritance, the lottery, or other unanticipated means lose it quickly. Famous boxer Mike Tyson is a wonderful example of someone who made an absurd amount of money yet lost it all. Despite having made over $300 million throughout his career, he filed for bankruptcy in 2003 and was said to be more than $20 million in debt at the time. It goes without saying that financial blunders can ruin your finances regardless of how much money you earn. Here's the list of top 10 money mistakes to avoid at all costs. So let's start. Number 10. Staying loyal to expensive banks and energy providers. The days of sticking with banks and utility companies should be over. Never assume that simply because you've been a client for a while, you're getting the best deal available. The likelihood is that the complete opposite will occur. Banks and other utility providers are aware that customers believe switching will be difficult. Because they won't give you a better bargain once you've settled, they rely on human indifference to keep your business and your money. But most switching procedures are now automated, particularly when changing bank accounts. Some banks reward new customers with excellent cash rewards and savings interest rates. If you think you could find a better offer, it's definitely worth looking around. Number 9. Not having a monthly budget. Unbudgeted spending is a relatively common financial blunder. Often, it's the small, invisible indulgences that drain our bank accounts. These can include paying for an expensive gym membership, going out a lot, or taking unneeded cab journeys. On occasion, these purchases may be acceptable. However, there becomes a problem when they start to become a habit and don't fit into your monthly budget. Number 8. Not earning money in your free time. It's crucial to choose a side hustle that you can do in your spare time, and not simply for your cash account. Having a little extra money can help you move closer to your long-term financial objectives. It's also a technique to make sure you have the extra money to reward yourself when you want to. Also, avoid assuming that earning money on the side is solely advantageous for your bank account. An employer will be impressed by your side hustle, and it's a terrific way to advance your career. Number 7. Running up a credit card bill you can't pay off. A one-way trip to financial bankruptcy is using your credit card as free money rather than merely using what you have. If you have a credit card, use it the same way you would a debit card. Consider purchasing a new iPhone? Only charge something to your credit card if you are certain that you have enough money in your student bank account to pay for it in full right away, as opposed to charging it straight away and hoping to pay it off later. The same is true for spending more than you can afford when using buy now, pay later services like Klarna. Just make purchases. Number 6. Using your credit card to withdraw money from an ATM. If you ever receive a credit card, never use it to withdraw money from an ATM. Cash withdrawals made with a credit card are noted on your credit report and may appear to be reckless spending. If a bank notices that you have been using your credit card to make cash withdrawals later on when you apply for a mortgage, they can be concerned about how you handle your finances. It can appear like you are using your credit card to pay for necessities of life. They can conclude that you aren't financially stable enough to take out a loan as a result. Number 5. Not negotiating a salary when starting a job. For 2 reasons, pay negotiations are crucial. First and foremost, you need to make sure you have enough cash on hand to pay for necessities like food and rent right away. Second, discussing your pay establishes the tone for your interaction with your employer. You are undervaluing your labor and encouraging your employer to do the same if you enter the negotiation with an extremely low amount. Number 4. Lending money to friends when you can't afford it. Having a heart of gold helps you avoid one of the classic financial mistakes. Additionally, it's one of the most typical financial errors you'll make in your 20s. But you learn via experience. It's definitely not a good idea to lend money to pals, especially if you already have to live modestly. It generates strange interpersonal dynamics where you're constantly keeping track of their spending and wishing they'd pay you back every time they buy a beer. Number 3. Not having an emergency fund. There must be an emergency fund. Without one, you can find yourself turning to temporary fixes that you'll regret in a few years. This money needs to be sufficient to cover any shortfalls, such as tardy student loan payments or unexpected phone failures necessitating the purchase of a new phone. If you find yourself unemployed and without an income for a few months after graduating from university, having some money saved up for a rainy day might be incredibly helpful. Number 2. Having unrealistic financial goals. It's challenging to predict your exact location in 10 years, but it's important to think about some of your long-term objectives. Do you intend to purchase a home? Would you like to launch a business? Do you intend to travel extensively? All of these fantastical concepts have one thing in common. They call for careful financial planning. Setting financial objectives for yourself to pursue can be a terrific motivator for starting your career. Make a list of the things you wish to achieve when you are sitting down. Determine a reasonable schedule for when you want these things to occur and how much you will need to save each week or month to get there. Number 1. Forgetting to cancel subscriptions you don't use. Armed with your new financial knowledge, analyze your budget to see if you're still paying for any subscriptions to services, like streaming websites, for instance, that you no longer use. Free trials are an excellent way to save money, but we've all been known to forget to cancel our subscriptions before the trial period is up. That's it for today. We hope you found our video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. In the end, thanks for watching, and see you next time.